Living is a privilege. Stoicism embodies the profound wisdom of Stoic philosophy, reminding us of the sacredness of existence and the profound responsibility that accompanies it. In a world often consumed by distractions and fleeting pleasures, Stoicism offers a timeless guide to living a life of purpose, virtue, and inner peace. Through the pages of this episode, we embark on a journey to explore the transformative power of Stoicism, discovering how its teachings can empower us to embrace life's challenges with grace, cultivate gratitude amidst adversity, and find profound meaning in the everyday moments. Join us as we delve into the depths of Stoic wisdom, uncovering timeless lessons that have the potential to enrich our lives and transform our perspective on what it truly means to live with purpose and authenticity. Chapter 1: The Essence of Stoicism. Stoicism, a philosophy born in ancient Greece, has stood the test of time, offering timeless insights into the nature of existence and the art of living well. At its core, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control, to cultivate virtue, and to embrace life with courage and wisdom. Central to Stoic philosophy is the concept of living in accordance with nature. This does not mean escaping to the wilderness, but rather aligning our thoughts and actions with the fundamental principles of the universe. By recognizing our place within the greater scheme of things, we gain a sense of perspective that allows us to navigate life's challenges with resilience and grace. One of the key tenets of Stoicism is the distinction between what is within our control and what is not. While we cannot always control external events or the actions of others, we do have the power to choose how we respond to them. By focusing our attention on our own thoughts, attitudes, and behaviors, we can cultivate inner peace and freedom, regardless of the circumstances we find ourselves in. Another fundamental principle of Stoicism is the cultivation of virtue. Stoics believe that true happiness and fulfillment come from living a life of moral excellence, characterized by wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By striving to embody these virtues in our daily lives, we can experience a deeper sense of purpose and meaning. Stoicism also teaches us the importance of accepting the inherent impermanence of life. By embracing the concept of memento mori, or remembering that we are mortal, we are reminded of the preciousness of each moment and the importance of making the most of our time on this earth. Chapter 2: The Stoic Mindset. At the heart of Stoicism lies a powerful mindset that can transform the way we perceive and interact with the world around us. This mindset is characterized by a commitment to virtue, a focus on the present moment, and a willingness to accept the inherent uncertainties of life. One of the central principles of the Stoic mindset is the cultivation of virtue. Stoics believe that true happiness and fulfillment come from living a life of moral excellence, guided by wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By prioritizing these virtues above external goods such as wealth, fame, or social status, we can align ourselves with the natural order of the universe and experience a deeper sense of contentment and purpose. Another key aspect of the Stoic mindset is a focus on the present moment. Stoicism teaches us to accept the past as immutable and the future as uncertain, directing our attention instead to the here and now. By fully engaging with the present moment and accepting it without judgment or resistance, we can experience a profound sense of peace and clarity. Central to the Stoic mindset is the practice of negative visualization, which involves contemplating the loss of the things we hold dear. By mentally preparing ourselves for adversity and loss, we can develop greater resilience and appreciation for the blessings we currently enjoy. This practice helps us to cultivate gratitude for what we have and to approach life with a sense of humility and perspective. Finally, the Stoic mindset encourages us to embrace the inherent uncertainties of life with courage and equanimity. Rather than seeking to control or avoid adversity, Stoicism teaches us to accept it as an inevitable part of the human experience and to respond to it with grace and resilience. By embracing life's challenges as opportunities for growth and learning, we can cultivate a sense of inner strength and resilience that allows us to thrive in the face of adversity. In essence, The Stoic mindset offers us a powerful framework for navigating the complexities of life with wisdom, courage, and grace. By cultivating virtue, focusing on the present moment, embracing adversity, and accepting the uncertainties of life, we can cultivate a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose, regardless of the circumstances we may face. Chapter 3: The Practice of Stoic Resilience. In the face of life's inevitable challenges and setbacks, Stoicism offers a robust framework for cultivating resilience and inner strength. This chapter explores the practical strategies and techniques that Stoics have employed throughout history to navigate adversity with grace and fortitude. At the core of Stoic resilience is the concept of enduring hardship with courage and equanimity. Rather than succumbing to despair or allowing external circumstances to dictate our emotional state, Stoicism teaches us to cultivate an inner resilience that remains steadfast in the face of adversity. One key practice in building Stoic resilience is the discipline of perception. Stoics recognize that much of our suffering arises not from external events themselves, but from our interpretation of those events. By reframing our perspective and adopting a more objective and rational view of adversity, we can mitigate the impact of hardship on our emotional well-being. Another essential aspect of Stoic resilience is the practice of voluntary discomfort. Stoics deliberately expose themselves to challenging situations and discomforts as a means of strengthening their resolve and developing greater resilience to adversity. By willingly subjecting themselves to discomfort, Stoics cultivate a sense of self-discipline and fortitude that enables them to endure even the most trying circumstances. Stoics also emphasize the importance of maintaining a sense of inner tranquility and peace amidst life's storms. Through practices such as mindfulness meditation and the cultivation of inner stillness, Stoics seek to anchor themselves in a place of calm and serenity, regardless of the chaos unfolding around them. Furthermore, Stoicism encourages us to embrace the power of acceptance in cultivating resilience. Rather than resisting or resenting the challenges that life presents us with, Stoics advocate for a stance of radical acceptance, wherein we acknowledge and embrace the reality of our circumstances, however difficult they may be. Finally, Stoicism teaches us the importance of maintaining perspective in the face of adversity. By reminding ourselves of the impermanent nature of all things and the inevitability of change, Stoicism helps us to cultivate a sense of detachment from our circumstances and to recognize that even the most challenging trials are but temporary. In summary, the practice of Stoic resilience empowers us to navigate life's challenges with courage, grace, and fortitude. By cultivating a disciplined mindset, embracing discomfort, nurturing inner tranquility, practicing acceptance, and maintaining perspective, we can build the resilience necessary to weather any storm and emerge stronger on the other side. Chapter 4: Acceptance is not merely resignation or passive acquiescence to fate. Rather, it is an active and deliberate choice to embrace reality as it unfolds. It involves acknowledging the inherent impermanence and unpredictability of life, recognizing that some things are beyond our control, and directing our focus towards what we can influence: our thoughts, attitudes, and actions. One of the fundamental teachings of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, which distinguishes between things within our power, our thoughts, beliefs, and actions, and things outside our control, external events, other people's opinions, and circumstances beyond our influence. By internalizing this distinction, we cultivate a mindset of acceptance towards external events, recognizing that while we cannot always control what happens to us, we can always control how we respond. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously stated, "Some things are within our power, while others are not." Within our power are opinion, motivation, desire, aversion, and, in a word, whatever is of our own doing. Not within our power are our body, our property, reputation, office, and, in a word, whatever is not of our own doing. This insight underscores the importance of focusing our efforts on what lies within our sphere of control and accepting the rest with equanimity. Acceptance also involves reframing our perspective on adversity and viewing challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. Instead of resisting or resenting obstacles, Stoics seek to embrace them as integral parts of the human experience, recognizing that adversity can serve as a catalyst for personal development and resilience. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote extensively about the power of acceptance in his Meditations. He reflected on the transient nature of life and the inevitability of change, urging himself and others to embrace the present moment fully. "The universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it," he wrote, emphasizing the importance of cultivating an attitude of acceptance towards life's uncertainties. Practicing acceptance does not mean passively resigning ourselves to fate or becoming indifferent to the world around us. On the contrary, it requires active engagement with reality, a willingness to confront difficult truths, and a commitment to living in accordance with our values. Acceptance empowers us to let go of attachments, release expectations, and find peace amidst the turbulence of life. Moreover, acceptance fosters a sense of inner freedom and liberation from the tyranny of external circumstances. When we stop clinging to outcomes beyond our control and surrender to the flow of life, we experience a profound sense of relief and release. We become less reactive to external events, more resilient in the face of adversity, and more grounded in our sense of self. The practice of acceptance is not always easy, especially in moments of intense suffering or upheaval. It requires courage, humility, and a willingness to embrace discomfort. However, the rewards of acceptance are profound: greater peace of mind, increased resilience, and a deeper appreciation for the beauty and fragility of life. In conclusion, acceptance lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy, offering a powerful antidote to the stresses and strains of modern life. By embracing the present moment, surrendering to the flow of life, and cultivating an attitude of equanimity, we can find greater peace, contentment, and fulfillment. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. Chapter 5. Cultivating Resilience Through Stoic Practices. In the face of life's inevitable challenges and adversities, cultivating resilience is essential for maintaining our mental and emotional well-being. Stoicism offers a wealth of practices and principles that can help us develop the inner strength and fortitude needed to navigate difficult times with grace and resilience. One of the key tenets of Stoicism is the concept of amor fati, or love of fate. This idea encourages us to embrace whatever life throws our way, viewing even the most challenging circumstances as opportunities for growth and learning. Instead of lamenting our fate or wishing for things to be different, Stoics strive to accept reality as it is and find meaning and purpose in every experience. Another important Stoic practice for building resilience is negative visualization. This involves contemplating the worst-case scenarios in our lives, imagining the loss of the things we hold dear, and reflecting on our own mortality. While this may seem counterintuitive, negative visualization serves to inoculate us against the shock and despair that often accompany adversity. By mentally preparing ourselves for life's inevitable setbacks, we become better equipped to handle them when they arise. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of maintaining perspective in the face of adversity. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reminds himself that the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This mindset shift encourages us to view obstacles not as insurmountable barriers, but as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. By reframing challenges as opportunities, we can transform adversity into a catalyst for personal development and resilience. Practicing gratitude is another powerful tool for cultivating resilience and emotional well-being. Stoics recognize the importance of focusing on the things we have rather than fixating on what we lack. By cultivating an attitude of gratitude, we can shift our focus away from our problems and towards the abundance and blessings in our lives. This practice helps to foster a sense of perspective and resilience, enabling us to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease and grace. Stoic mindfulness practices, such as the contemplation of the present moment and the cultivation of self-awareness, can also help us build resilience in the face of adversity. By learning to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment, we can develop greater emotional resilience and psychological flexibility. Mindfulness practices also help us to stay grounded in the present moment, reducing stress and anxiety and increasing our capacity to cope with life's challenges. In addition to these practices, Stoicism encourages us to cultivate virtues such as courage, wisdom, and temperance, which are essential for building resilience and facing adversity with grace and dignity. By embodying these virtues in our daily lives, we can cultivate the inner strength and fortitude needed to navigate life's challenges with resilience and grace. In conclusion, Stoicism offers a wealth of practices and principles that can help us cultivate resilience in the face of life's challenges. By embracing the concept of amor fati, practicing negative visualization, maintaining perspective, cultivating gratitude, and engaging in mindfulness practices, we can develop the inner strength and fortitude needed to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Therefore, guard accordingly, and take care that you entertain no notions unsuitable to virtue and reasonable nature. Chapter 6: Embracing Stoic Virtues for a Fulfilling Life. At the heart of Stoicism lies the cultivation of virtues, guiding principles that shape our character and behavior, leading us towards a life of fulfillment and purpose. Stoic philosophy outlines a set of core virtues that, when embraced and practiced, can help us live with greater integrity, wisdom, and resilience. Let's explore these virtues and how they can transform our lives. The first virtue central to Stoicism is wisdom. Wisdom entails a deep understanding of the world around us, as well as insight into our own thoughts, emotions, and actions. By cultivating wisdom, we can make sound decisions, navigate life's challenges with clarity and perspective, and live in alignment with our highest ideals. The second virtue is courage, the willingness to face life's challenges with bravery and resilience. Courage enables us to confront our fears, take risks, and stand up for what is right, even in the face of adversity. By cultivating courage, we can overcome obstacles, pursue our goals with determination, and live with integrity and honor. Next is temperance, the virtue of moderation and self-control. Temperance involves exercising restraint and discipline in our desires and impulses, avoiding excess and indulgence. By practicing temperance, we can maintain balance in our lives, avoid destructive behaviors, and cultivate inner peace and harmony. Justice is another core Stoic virtue, representing fairness, equity, and respect for others. Justice entails treating others with kindness, compassion, and empathy, and striving to contribute positively to the well-being of society as a whole. By embodying justice, we can foster harmonious relationships, promote social cohesion, and work towards a more just and equitable world. The final Stoic virtue is often translated as transcendence or humanity. This virtue emphasizes our interconnectedness with all living beings and our responsibility to act with kindness, compassion, and empathy towards others. By cultivating a sense of transcendence, we can overcome selfishness and egocentrism and cultivate a deeper sense of belonging and connection with the world around us. Incorporating these virtues into our daily lives requires intentional practice and commitment. We can cultivate wisdom through reflection, study, and seeking out the guidance of wise mentors and teachers. Courage can be developed by facing our fears head-on, taking calculated risks, and challenging ourselves to step outside of our comfort zones. Temperance can be cultivated through mindfulness, self-awareness, and developing healthy habits and routines. Justice can be embodied through acts of kindness, generosity, and advocacy for social justice. And transcendence can be nurtured through cultivating compassion, empathy, and a sense of interconnectedness with all living beings. By embracing these virtues and integrating them into our daily lives, we can experience greater fulfillment, purpose, and well-being. As Epictetus famously said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Stoicism teaches us that by cultivating virtuous character traits, we can transform our lives and become the best versions of ourselves. Chapter 7. Practicing Stoic Mindfulness in Daily Life. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, it's easy to get caught up in distractions, worries, and anxieties that pull us away from the present moment. Yet, Stoic philosophy teaches us the importance of cultivating mindfulness, the practice of paying attention to the present moment with openness, curiosity, and acceptance. Let's explore how we can incorporate Stoic mindfulness into our daily lives to find greater peace, clarity, and fulfillment. At the core of Stoic mindfulness is the concept of the attention or prosouche. The Stoics believed that the quality of our attention shapes our experience of life, and that by cultivating mindful awareness, we can free ourselves from the grip of negative thoughts and emotions. Mindfulness involves bringing our attention to the present moment, observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment, and cultivating a sense of inner calm and tranquility. One powerful Stoic mindfulness practice is the view from above meditation. In this practice, we imagine ourselves rising above our current situation, gaining a broader perspective on our lives and the world around us. By adopting this bird's-eye view, we can see our challenges and concerns in a larger context, recognizing that they are just small parts of the greater tapestry of life. This practice can help us cultivate resilience, perspective, and equanimity in the face of life's ups and downs. Another Stoic mindfulness technique is the premeditation of adversity. In this practice, we deliberately contemplate the challenges and obstacles we may face in the future, preparing ourselves mentally and emotionally to respond with wisdom and resilience. By confronting our fears and anxieties head-on, we can develop the inner strength and courage to face whatever life throws our way with grace and dignity. Stoicism also teaches us the importance of mindfulness in our daily actions and interactions. By bringing mindful awareness to our thoughts, words, and deeds, we can live with greater intentionality and integrity, aligning our actions with our highest values and ideals. Mindful communication, for example, involves listening deeply to others, speaking with kindness and clarity, and cultivating empathy and understanding in our relationships. Practicing Stoic mindfulness doesn't mean denying or suppressing our emotions. Rather, it involves learning to observe our thoughts and feelings with curiosity and compassion. By developing this capacity for mindful awareness, we can break free from habitual patterns of reactivity and cultivate a greater sense of inner freedom and peace. Incorporating Stoic mindfulness into our daily lives requires commitment and practice. We can start by setting aside a few minutes each day for formal meditation or reflection, gradually expanding our capacity for mindful awareness over time. We can also cultivate mindfulness in our everyday activities, such as eating, walking, or working, by bringing our full attention to each moment with openness and curiosity. As we deepen our practice of Stoic mindfulness, we may find that we become more resilient in the face of life's challenges, more present in our relationships, and more attuned to the beauty and wonder of the world around us. By embracing this ancient wisdom tradition, we can discover a profound sense of peace, clarity, and fulfillment in our lives. Chapter 8. Embracing Stoic Virtue Ethics. At the heart of Stoic philosophy lies the concept of virtue ethics, which emphasizes the cultivation of moral character and the pursuit of excellence in living. Stoicism teaches us that true happiness and fulfillment come not from external possessions or circumstances, but from the development of virtuous qualities of character. Let's delve into the core virtues of Stoicism and explore how we can embody them in our lives. The Stoics identified four cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues serve as guiding principles for living a life of moral integrity, resilience, and inner harmony. Wisdom, or Sophia, is the cornerstone of Stoic virtue ethics. It involves cultivating insight, discernment, and practical wisdom in our thoughts and actions. Wisdom enables us to see the world clearly, to make sound judgments, and to act with integrity and compassion. By cultivating wisdom, we can navigate life's complexities with greater clarity and purpose. Courage, or Andrea, is the second cardinal virtue of Stoicism. It involves facing adversity, uncertainty, and fear with strength, resilience, and determination. Courage enables us to confront our fears and challenges head-on, to stand up for what is right, and to persevere in the face of obstacles. By developing courage, we can overcome our limitations and live with greater authenticity and integrity. Justice, or the Dikaios sign, is the third cardinal virtue of Stoicism. It involves treating others with fairness, equity, and respect, and living in accordance with the principles of natural law. Justice requires us to uphold the rights and dignity of all individuals, to act with kindness and compassion, and to strive for the common good. By practicing justice, we can create a more just and harmonious society built on mutual respect and cooperation. Temperance, or Saphrosine, is the fourth cardinal virtue of Stoicism. It involves exercising moderation, self-control, and restraint in our desires and actions. Temperance enables us to resist the temptations of excess and indulgence, to live in harmony with nature, and to cultivate inner peace and tranquility. By practicing temperance, we can free ourselves from the grip of unhealthy habits and cravings, and live with greater balance and equanimity. In addition to these four cardinal virtues, Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of other moral qualities, such as kindness, humility, gratitude, and resilience. By embodying these virtues in our daily lives, we can cultivate a deeper sense of meaning, purpose, and fulfillment, and contribute to the well-being of others and society as a whole. Living in accordance with Stoic virtue ethics requires self-awareness, reflection, and practice. We can cultivate these virtues through daily mindfulness, reflection, and intentional action. By aligning our thoughts and actions with the principles of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we can live with greater integrity, authenticity, and inner peace. Chapter 9. Cultivating Stoic Resilience. Resilience is a core tenet of Stoic philosophy, emphasizing the importance of maintaining inner strength and equanimity in the face of life's challenges and adversities. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control external events, we can control our responses to them and cultivate resilience through the practice of certain attitudes and behaviors. Let's explore how Stoicism can help us build resilience and navigate life's inevitable ups and downs with greater grace and fortitude. One of the key principles of Stoic resilience is the distinction between what is within our control and what is not. The Stoics taught that while we cannot control external events, such as the actions of others or the circumstances we find ourselves in, we can control our attitudes, beliefs, and responses to those events. By focusing on what is within our control, our thoughts, actions, and choices, we can cultivate a sense of inner resilience and strength that enables us to weather life's storms with greater resilience. Another important aspect of Stoic resilience is the practice of acceptance and detachment. Stoicism teaches us to accept the reality of the present moment without clinging to or resisting it. By accepting things as they are, we can free ourselves from the grip of negative emotions such as fear, anger, and anxiety, and cultivate a sense of inner peace and equanimity. Detachment does not mean indifference or apathy, but rather a willingness to acknowledge and accept reality as it is, without becoming consumed by it. Stoicism also emphasizes the power of perspective and reframing. The Stoics taught that our perception of events is often more important than the events themselves, and that by reframing our perspective, we can change how we experience and respond to them. For example, a setback or failure can be viewed as an opportunity for growth and learning, rather than a source of despair or defeat. By cultivating a positive and resilient mindset, we can overcome obstacles and setbacks with greater ease and resilience. Practicing gratitude is another important aspect of Stoic resilience. Stoicism teaches us to appreciate the things we have rather than dwelling on what we lack. By cultivating an attitude of gratitude, we can cultivate a sense of inner resilience and contentment, even in the face of adversity. Gratitude helps us to focus on the positive aspects of our lives, rather than getting bogged down by negativity and despair. Finally, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-care and self-compassion in building resilience. Taking care of ourselves, physically, mentally, and emotionally, is essential for maintaining resilience and well-being. This includes practicing self-compassion, being kind and gentle with ourselves, and prioritizing our own needs and well-being. By nurturing ourselves, we can cultivate the inner strength and resilience needed to navigate life's challenges with grace and fortitude. In conclusion, Stoicism offers powerful insights and practices for cultivating resilience in the face of life's challenges. By focusing on what is within our control, practicing acceptance and detachment, reframing our perspective, cultivating gratitude, and prioritizing self-care and self-compassion, we can build inner strength and resilience that enables us to thrive in the face of adversity. Chapter 10. Embracing Stoic Virtues. At the heart of Stoic philosophy are a set of virtues that serve as guiding principles for living a good and meaningful life. These virtues, which include wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, provide a framework for ethical and moral conduct, guiding us in our interactions with others and in the choices we make in our own lives. Wisdom is considered the foundation of the Stoic virtues, encompassing both practical wisdom, the ability to make sound judgments and decisions in daily life, and philosophical wisdom, the pursuit of deeper understanding and insight into the nature of reality. By cultivating wisdom, we can gain clarity and perspective on the world around us, enabling us to navigate life's challenges with greater skill and insight. Courage is another essential virtue in Stoicism, representing the willingness to face challenges and difficulties with bravery and fortitude. Stoicism teaches us that true courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act in spite of it, to confront our fears and challenges head-on, rather than shrinking away from them. By cultivating courage, we can overcome obstacles and setbacks with strength and resilience. Justice is the third Stoic virtue, representing the commitment to fairness, equity, and moral integrity in our dealings with others. Stoicism teaches us that we are all part of a larger community, interconnected and interdependent with one another, and that we have a responsibility to treat others with kindness, compassion, and respect. By practicing justice, we can create a more harmonious and equitable world where all individuals are treated with dignity and fairness. Finally, temperance is the virtue of self-control and moderation, representing the ability to resist temptation and exercise restraint in our desires and impulses. Stoicism teaches us that true happiness and fulfillment come from living in accordance with reason and virtue, rather than giving in to the fleeting pleasures of the moment. By practicing temperance, we can cultivate inner strength and discipline, enabling us to live a life of greater purpose and meaning. In conclusion, embracing the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance can lead to a life of greater fulfillment, purpose, and meaning. By cultivating these virtues in our own lives, we can become more resilient in the face of life's challenges, more compassionate in our interactions with others, and more grounded in our pursuit of truth and wisdom. Chapter 11. Cultivating Stoic Resilience. In the face of life's inevitable challenges and hardships, Stoicism offers valuable insights and practices for cultivating resilience and inner strength. Stoic resilience is not about denying or suppressing our emotions, but rather about acknowledging them, accepting them, and finding constructive ways to respond to them. In this chapter, we will explore some key principles and practices for cultivating Stoic resilience in our lives. One of the central teachings of Stoicism is the idea that we cannot control external events, but we can control how we respond to them. This principle, known as the dichotomy of control, reminds us that while we may not be able to prevent or avoid adversity, we can choose how we interpret and react to it. By focusing on what is within our control, our thoughts, attitudes, and actions, we can cultivate a sense of inner resilience and strength, even in the face of adversity. Another key practice for cultivating Stoic resilience is the practice of negative visualization. This involves imagining worst-case scenarios and reflecting on how we would cope with them. While this may seem counterintuitive, negative visualization can actually help us prepare for adversity and build resilience by reminding us of our own inner resources and capacity for strength and courage. Stoicism also teaches us the importance of maintaining perspective in the face of adversity. When we encounter challenges or setbacks, it can be easy to become overwhelmed or discouraged. Stoicism encourages us to step back and take a broader view of our circumstances, recognizing that adversity is a natural part of life and that our current struggles are just one small part of a larger journey. Practicing gratitude is another powerful way to cultivate Stoic resilience. By focusing on the things we have to be thankful for, even in the midst of adversity, we can shift our perspective and find strength and solace in the midst of difficulty. Gratitude reminds us of the inherent goodness and beauty of life, even in the face of hardship, and can help us cultivate a sense of resilience and inner peace. Finally, Stoicism teaches us the importance of embracing challenges and difficulties as opportunities for growth and learning. Rather than viewing adversity as something to be avoided or overcome, Stoicism encourages us to embrace it as an opportunity to strengthen our character, deepen our wisdom, and cultivate resilience. By reframing adversity as a teacher rather than a foe, we can approach life's challenges with courage, resilience, and grace. In conclusion, cultivating Stoic resilience involves embracing the principles and practices of Stoicism in our daily lives, including focusing on what is within our control, practicing negative visualization, maintaining perspective, cultivating gratitude, and embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. By incorporating these principles and practices into our lives, we can cultivate greater resilience, strength, and inner peace, enabling us to navigate life's challenges with courage and grace. Chapter 12. Building Stoic Virtue. At the heart of Stoicism lies the concept of virtue, the idea that living a virtuous life is the key to true happiness and fulfillment. In this chapter, we will explore the Stoic conception of virtue and how we can cultivate it in our own lives. For the Stoics, virtue consists of four cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. These virtues are seen as the foundation of a well-lived life, guiding our thoughts, actions, and decisions in alignment with our highest principles and values. Wisdom is the virtue of sound judgment and practical wisdom, enabling us to discern what is truly important in life and make wise choices accordingly. It involves cultivating a deep understanding of ourselves, others, and the world around us, and using that understanding to navigate life's complexities with clarity and insight. Courage is the virtue of facing adversity with bravery and resilience, even in the face of fear or uncertainty. It involves standing firm in our convictions, confronting challenges head-on, and acting with integrity and strength of character, regardless of the obstacles we may face. Temperance is the virtue of self-control and moderation, allowing us to resist temptation and act with discipline and restraint. It involves cultivating balance and harmony in our lives, avoiding excess and indulgence, and living in accordance with our highest values and principles. Justice is the virtue of treating others with fairness, kindness, and compassion, and seeking to contribute to the greater good of society. It involves recognizing the inherent worth and dignity of all people and striving to create a world characterized by justice, equality, and mutual respect. Cultivating these virtues in our own lives requires practice, discipline, and commitment. It involves consciously aligning our thoughts, actions, and behaviors with the principles of wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice, and striving to live in accordance with our highest ideals and values. One powerful way to cultivate virtue in our lives is through the practice of Stoic exercises and meditations. These practices, which include journaling, reflection, and mindfulness, can help us develop greater self-awareness, deepen our understanding of Stoic principles, and strengthen our commitment to living a virtuous life. Another key aspect of building Stoic virtue is the cultivation of character and integrity. This involves aligning our actions with our values, being true to ourselves and others, and striving to live with honesty, authenticity, and integrity in all aspects of our lives. Ultimately, building Stoic virtue is a lifelong journey, a continual process of growth, learning, and self-discovery. By embracing the principles of wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice, and striving to live in accordance with these virtues in our daily lives, we can cultivate greater happiness, fulfillment, and inner peace, and become the best versions of ourselves that we can be. As we conclude our journey through the teachings of Stoicism, let us reflect on the profound wisdom and timeless insights it offers. Stoicism reminds us that life is a precious gift and that we have the power to shape our own destinies through the choices we make and the values we uphold. In a world filled with uncertainty and turmoil, Stoicism provides a guiding light, a beacon of hope and resilience in the face of adversity. It teaches us to embrace the challenges of life with courage and grace, and to find strength and solace in the depths of our own inner wisdom. As we strive to live with greater virtue and integrity, may we always remember the words of the Stoic philosophers who have gone before us and draw inspiration from their example. May we cultivate wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice in our own lives, and strive to make the world a better place for future generations. And may we never forget that, in the words of Marcus Aurelius, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Let us choose our thoughts wisely, and let us live each day with purpose, passion, and gratitude. Thank you for joining us on this journey. May you continue to walk the path of Stoicism with courage, wisdom, and grace, and may you find true fulfillment and joy in the pursuit of a life well lived.